Hey y'all, Miss Kitty here from Algebra Student, and today I'm talking to those of you who say I've never been good at math. I hear you. I've heard it so many times, and there are just so many students who say that they've never had success in math. They've never felt good about it. Just never had a time when they were like, oh yeah, I can do this math, no big deal. And so I want to encourage you and tell you that, high school could be that fresh start that you've been looking for. So if you're about to start Algebra 1 or you're about to jump into your first math class in high school, there's a lot of reasons why it could be a fresh start and could just be a turning point for you. One is that you're going to have brand new teachers, and I don't know about where you live, but where I live, I know a lot of times the elementary teachers, they talk to each other as kids move up. Oh, you need to know this about so-and-so and blah, blah, blah. As a high school teacher, we never talk to those middle school teachers. Sorry, we just don't. So when kids came into my classroom and, any of the math classrooms at my high school, and there were a lot of us, there were probably 15 in our department, we didn't know those kids from anybody. So there's no prejudgment of oh, she's been terrible at math since second grade. There's none of that. So, that's probably going to be the case at your high school. So that's kind of nice. And high school's just really different than middle school anyway, which can make it a challenge for sure. But I mean, sometimes it's a nice thing. And sometimes, there's grading policies that are different that in some ways make it easier for you. I know that at the high school, our grading policy pretty well ensured that if you were doing homework, you were going to do well in the class, because that daily practice is going to reflect on your quizzes and tests. But if you're really doing your homework, not copying somebody else's, of course, and getting credit for it, but not actually doing it. But if you're actually doing the homework, you're really likely to certainly pass and likely, have at least a B or something. So that's encouraging. For some people, just knowing that, okay, everything counts now. I'm in high school, these are all Carnegie units I'm earning, and this actually counts towards college and to getting my high school diploma. And so for some people, that pressure is whoo, okay, I gotta step up, I gotta figure this out, no more excuses, blah, blah, blah. For a lot of people though, that just adds pressure and makes them more stressed out. So ignore that one. If that makes you feel stressed, then that's okay. Don't think of that as a good thing. It doesn't have to be. But for some people, it's motivating for sure. And the biggest thing, save the best for last. Hit the I've never been good at math button. Some people call it a thumbs up, but for this video, that's the button you're looking for. The calculator. In middle school, a lot of middle schools don't let students use calculators still. And so they're still trying to struggle through pre-algebra without using a calculator when they don't know their times tables and they don't know, basic math facts and stuff. When you get to high school, there's very, very few times when your math teacher is not going to let you use a calculator. Yay! So, you'll be able to type in whatever you want on this calculator, and, it won't really matter if you don't know what 7 times 9 is, just like that. It's not gonna make you fail. Does that make sense? So I think it's a good thing, although I know that we're too dependent on calculators and stuff like that, and that's a whole nother story. But for students that are trying to learn these higher level concepts that you see in algebra and geometry and so on, just knowing that you can just use the calculator for some of that basic stuff so that your brain is free to figure out the actual stuff you're trying to learn that's new, that's a good thing for most students. And for a lot of students that have always struggled, is really cool and really helpful, and it really makes a difference. So I hope this encourages you. Remember to hit that like button that is really the I've never been good at math button for this video, and I'll see you.